We're honored to start this morning with the Mindset Moment, and it is brought to us by Mr. Bill Higley. Bill is a highly experienced attorney that started as a corporate lawyer with Monsanto. I didn't even know that about Bill. And for the last 30 years, he's got a thriving private practice, which focuses on business, international business, and estate planning. Bill's a longstanding partner with E4E. He's generously shared his experience in areas such as trust, tax, intellectual property, along with his passion for jazz. So please welcome Mr. Bill Higley as he brings us the Mindset Moment.
All right, Mindset Moment. Let's see, this is forward, is that right? Yeah, all right. Take a look at this. We're all talking about mindsets. For any of you who can't see the caption, it's Escher, get your ass up here. That's the first one, okay? And then we're gonna look at the second one here, all right? And for any of you that can't see the caption here, this guy says, ooh, goldfish, everyone, goldfish. So this is, here we go. It's gonna be a distraction here. So we're talking about mindset, and what that really means is mindfulness. Mindfulness in the instant, in the moment. And I think the title of this originally was, For the Moment, Let's Breathe. And so hearing the presentations around the table here at the beginning of the new year, going forward, mindset and mindfulness are all over that, being able to focus. And so many of us, whether we are in a position of knowing where we want to go, or whether we are among those who don't know where they want to go, we will be helped by focus and by mindfulness. And so, and all of us also have been in that position of not knowing where we wanted to go, or had a huge project in front of us and couldn't break it down into manageable pieces, or couldn't begin to figure out how to navigate a series of problems or relationships. And so we're all, from time to time, in need of some way to bring us into focus, to bring our mind into a focused position. So I want to suggest a couple of things, and then I'm going to suggest a strategy. A couple of things. First of all, there are tons of things written about this issue, about mindfulness. So one of the most famous authors is Thich Nhat Hanh, and he has this book called Focus. He also has books on mindfulness, and this book is full of practices. At the beginning, I'm going to talk about one of the basic one here in a second. This one is this is called The Awakened Way. It's by Suzanne Giesemann, and she's a spiritual teacher. And the entire back of this book is very specific practices for people to practice mindfulness, or directed mindfulness, focused mindfulness. One other author is named Locke Kelly, Kellylloch, Locke Kelly, and he has a website and mini meditations called Glimpses of Mindfulness and Effortless Mindfulness. And so when we talk about mindfulness as a way to bring our mind into focus, the most basic starting point is starting by paying attention to something you normally don't pay attention to. And that is your breath. So your breath goes on regardless of your mindset. Your breath's going to happen whether you're agitated, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you're whatever your mind, whether you're in control, whether you're out of control, your breath is going to go on. And so I'm going to suggest to you that the most basic strategy, or a most basic strategy, is just to pay attention to your breath. And a way to pay attention is to listen. So you can't listen unless you get quiet. So you got to get quiet to listen to your breath, going in, going out, going in, going out. And when your mind is focused on that, distractions drop away. distractions get out of the way. Our minds are constantly bombarded with stimuli all over the place, all the time. And so we're never at a loss for distraction. Always have distraction. But this, by directing your mind, and even for a moment, even for a short period of time, enables you to begin to shed those distractions. Now, there's all kinds of other strategies. There's questions. You know, a great question is, what am I doing here? That'll help you get into focus. Or what's this all about? Questions like that. But what I've found, and just in my experience, is that one of the most effective strategies is just to breathe, just to pay attention to, just to let your breath go on and let your awareness float to your breath. Just without directing it, without grabbing a steering wheel, without grabbing a control stick, without trying to consciously, let your awareness float to your breath. And that's it. So I'm I couldn't find the other New Yorker cartoon. The other one from years ago has two monks, and they're there in their saffron robes, and there's an older one and there's a younger one. And so the younger one is looking up, kind of a quizzical look on his face at the older one, and the older one is like this. And the older one says, "Nothing happens next. This is it." Thank you very much.